without further ado, let's get into that first episode of Biden calling to fund Ukrainian citizens and their pensions with our tax dollars. Watch this.
And to deliver much-needed humanitarian assistance as well as food, water, medicine, shelter, and other aid to Ukrainians displaced by Russia's war, and provide aid for those seeking refuge in other countries from Ukraine. It's also going to help schools and hospitals open. It's going to allow pensions and social support to be paid to the Ukrainian people so they have something in their pocket. It's also going to provide critical resources to address food shortages around the globe.
Unreal, right? You can be, yeah, I get it. You want to deter Russia if you're pro funding the Ukrainians with our tax dollars. You want to stop Russia. You want to stop the war. You have that mindset. I get it. But this is a guy, the president of the United States, literally, did you hear what he said? Literally just said he wants to use your tax dollars to fund the pensions. The pensions. That's financial stability of Ukrainian citizens. We're not talking about humanitarian assistance. I'm all for that. Let's get the women and children out. Let's supply them food and water. Everybody should be for providing the Ukrainians humanitarian assistance during this hard time. Now, he's not talking about sending military aid, using your tax dollars to send military aid to fight their war. He's talking about using your tax dollars to fund their pensions. Meanwhile, what is it? How many Americans can't afford a $400 emergency? How many Americans are sleeping under a bridge? How many Americans are homeless? How many veterans are committing suicide every day? And he wants to use your tax dollars to fund the pensions of foreign citizens, of Ukrainian citizens? If that's not treason, I don't know what is. If that's not treason, I do not know what is. Give me a break. This should outrage everybody. This should outrage people on the right. But come on, if you're on the left, if you voted for Biden, come on. Let's just understand, agree. This is too far. This is too far. We should all look at this and be like, no, I don't want my tax dollars to fund the pensions of a Ukrainian. I don't even have a pension, right? I'm saving for my own retirement. And my tax dollars are going to go fund the pensions of Ukrainian citizens? Absolutely not. Our American government, our government, the Biden administration has turned their back on the American people. You've heard about the Ohio disaster, the trail derailment and the explosion, and how Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg 3 weeks later shows up for an early meeting with the officials down there, doesn't even talk with the people. Biden just recently announced that he's not even going to go. But on President's Day, when it actually happened, when that explosion happens, he was quick to go to Ukraine to give him another $50 million or $100 million or whatever it was. We have a government that has turned its back on the American people. This is borderline, if not treason, to the American people. Now we're going